guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got season 3 of our Ajax rebuild. Now I'm going to show you guys a bit of our transfer business, some games because we've had to go to the end of the window to get all the business I wanted done. And then we're just going to show you what our best 11 looks like. So I'll start off with the transfers because there's been quite a few to get through. So starting on this page, the first one we've got is Timber. So he's come back to Ajax, 49.5 million. Quite expensive, but he's done well so far. He can play it anywhere across the back three and in DM, so I'm really happy with him. Versatile player, only 21, homegrown, value's already increased, a quality signing, so I'm really happy with him. Next up was Christian Eriksen on a free. He's lost a bit of his physicals. He's 33. But he's a free transfer. His wages aren't too bad, I guess, and some really good mentals there. Something he can be a good depth option. Tommy Doyle on a free, so from Man City, good Eredivisie, potential to be leading. He's really well-rounded. There's not really a lot that this young player can't really do. So he's a really good, well-rounded young player. And then I took a bit of a gamble on this guy, Yusufa Makoko. 10 million. His stats aren't as good as last year, but he can improve a lot. I'm hoping he'll do that this season. We'll have to wait and see. He can only really play in one position, but I just kind of wanted to take a gamble with him. On the outs, so was it... No, that was the last... So which ones? Let's have a look at dates. So dates-wise, there was a few loans. Chubuga Akpom has gone for 3.7 million, so he's left. Now, there's a couple more we've done now, so we've bought in David Raya for 50 million. Keeper was the one position I was concerned with, because our best keeper is like 33, so I was like, we need a new one. He was listed, so I figured, why not? Really well-rounded. He should last us till the end of this rebuild, so I'm really happy with him. Moises Amboiza, who is a young regen. Nuno Tavares, who's going to be our backup left-back, so I'm happy with him. Leading Eredivisie player, quite well-rounded, good pace, acceleration. He's only 25. And the next one was a loan. So I just saw he was listed. I didn't try and buy him, but I looked at our squad depth and I was like, right, I can't really afford to spend all my remaining budget on Maddison when our depth is as poor as it was. So I got him on loan. I have got an optional future fee. We'll see how that goes if I really want to do that. But he's a leading Eredivisie player. Good free kicks, good dribbling, good vision. I'm really happy with him. And he's only a squad player. On the outs, there's quite a few sales actually. So Borna Souza's gone for 15.5 million. Braka van der Boomen, 15 million. Gaston Villa, 11 million. Medic, 8.25. Benjamin Trovic, 8. Francisco Cancedo for 7.75. Rasmus for 6.5. Yuri Bass for 5. And then Frank, the guy we bought for 1.8 million. So he's gone. He was a flop, I have to admit it. But this is how we're leading our lineup now. So our best 11 up top is Brobby still. Smith Rowe, Bargy, Bergwijn, Taylor, Mansverk. Tavares is actually there. Timber, Satulo, Hato and Raya. So a really good starting 11. I'm really confident in what we can do here. And let's show you how we've got off so far off camera. So in pre-season, it's a 12-0 win, a 6-2 win, a 7-1 win. We lost to Luton. Ooh, a bit shocking there. We beat Hoffenheim, beat Augsburg, and then lost 4-1 to Bayern. In the Super Cup, we unfortunately lost that game 2-1, and they actually had to have a sent off as well, which is disappointing. But in the league, we're so far undefeated. A 2-0 win against Krogan, Mansverk and Eriksson with the goals. SV Herveen. We won 3-2 Miranda, Bergwijn and Bargy with the goals. 4-0 against Vitesse, Bergwijn, Rooney, Bargy and Bergwijn with the goals. And then 5-0 game last out. Bergwijn, Kenneth Taylor, Oscar with an own goal, and then Bergwijn with the goal. So I'm really happy with that. What I'm going to do now, we're going to simulate to the end of the third season. We're going to simulate to the end of this season and see how we end up. I have tried to look at some regen, so I'm hoping maybe next summer we could look into implementing some, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll simulate now to the end of this season, and I will see you there. Right, and we are at the end of season number 3. Let's go into the competitions and see how we got on off camera. I don't know why I keep saying that the wrong way around, but here we are. So we ran away with it in the Eredivisie, 95 points, a huge gap of 23 points on Feyenoord, so massive return there. Friendly Cup doesn't really matter. Champions League round of 16. That is really disappointing. We need to improve our form in the Champions League. That's what I think we need to do next. Dutch Cup, we were the winner in. Well done for that. I'm happy with that. And runners-up in the Johan Cruyff squad, that was the Community Shield thing we noticed at the start, so not too annoyed with that. But overall, a double and a bit of disappointing in the Champions League and running away with the league. I'm really happy with that. Let's have a look at some fixtures and see how we seemingly did. So we'll start off with the league. So Eredivisie, how many games did we lose? We lost one here to AZ. That's the only game we lost all season, so it looks like we could have literally been undefeated. Oh my god, so you're telling me, sorry, we've only had, I don't care about that, right, 2 draws and 1 loss, 31 wins, that is incredible, 108 goal difference. So what's our biggest result? 7-2 against PSV, 7-1s, couple of 6-1s, 6-0s, 5-1s, some very big results. It looks like most of them were by a good score, margin. Only one 1-0 win in there, and only a couple of 2-0s. So we, for a large part of the season, dominated. That's really good to see. What about in the... Actually, I just want to check something. So this was at home. These two were away. So our home fixture, we only dropped points once all season. So that's incredible. The Champions League, no, Super Cup we already know about. Champions League here. So we beat Real Madrid in the league stage, beat Leipzig in the league stage, beat Lens, lost 3-0 to PSG, beat Porto, beat Ludogorets, and drew with Galatasaray. But then we drew Liverpool and they won 3-1. How are Liverpool doing in this save? Are they still unstoppable? 5th in the Premier League and they beat us. Really good lineup, mine, so really good there. But it's a bit disappointing. How have they done in the Champions League? Oh, so they lost in the semi-final, so they didn't even win it, but they dominated us. Is it 4? Yeah, no, we won here. Oh, so 3-2 on Aguirre. It's actually not too bad, to be fair. 3-2, I'll take it. And then, yeah, looks like that was it. Dutch Cup, pretty easy run. Feyenoord being our only tough challenge, which is 6-2, so big win over them. Let's look at the players and see how our individual players got on. So Rooney Bargy was our top scorer with 24 goals. Incredible return for him. He's been an absolutely incredible signing. I may need to look into this because he's got a 95 million release clause. And he is absolutely incredible. Brian Brobby with 23 goals all season, so he's improved a lot. Leading Eredivisie player, so he's doing really well. Emil Smith-Rowe with 19. Madison with 18, so I may need to have a look at him and see what options we've got with this. Maybe I may need to see if our board will let us sign him, but he looks like a really good player. Bergwijn got 16, and Kenny Taylor done really well with 12. He's developed incredibly nicely as well. Important player. He is wanted. Does he have a release clause? No, he does not. He actually has an optional extension, so I'm really happy with that. But AC Milan wants him, and he's a star Eredivisie player, so he's developed really nicely. Bergwijn still chipped in with 11. Assist-wise, Bargy top for that as well. Bergwijn second, Smith-Rowe third, and Manswerk and Taylor were tied. And how's Manswerk developed? Incredibly, again, phenomenal. He's wanted by AC Milan as well. They did want our midfield, it seems. I hope he has no release clause. No, he does not, so I'm happy with that. How's Bergwijn developing? Because he's had some really good stats for us. Star Eredivisie, really good player. He's been phenomenal since we've had him, so really good, happy with him. How is Hato developing? So he played 44 games, 20, still got room to grow, but he's already a leading Eredivisie player. Quite well rounded, so really happy with him. He's developing quite nicely. Unavar, I may need to sell because he isn't playing, but I did want to keep him around. He requested to leave just because of his stats. I wanted to keep him around, but if he's not playing, there's no point keeping him. Makoko, gamble didn't really work. He's now got good finishing, but he hasn't played enough to really justify it. So maybe I do need to look to move him on, but we'll see. Or maybe I keep him as depth option. We'll have to see how it goes with that. But overall, a really good season. I'm really happy with how our team's got on. How's Doyle done? He's done okay, quite well rounded. Miranda's done really well, still a bargain for him. Nuno's done incredible, 9 assists for him. He looks really good. Who else? Timber, 10 assists for him. Important player now, so he's going out to his ability. Grown up to his potential even. and he looks incredible, looks like an absolute steal. So he's had a really good season. Any other young players? I don't really know if there is. I don't think there is. What about Lucas? Hasn't really played, so that's fair. Raya played well, so he's done really good. Only 14 clean sheets, maybe. That's not great, but Star Divisie player, his value's improved. Happy with him. Still in his prime, plenty of years left. So it's a really good second season. I think our aims for next season are, I want to improve in the Champions League. I think that's what we need to do. And I also need to look into potentially a better... It's harsh to say it, but I think maybe I'll need to... I can't really upgrade... I don't want to upgrade Hater. I don't really know, because I'm happy with our back four. Maybe I'll look into midfield. And maybe a world-class striker. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's the difference, but we'll have to wait and see. Best 11, has it changed at all? No, it hasn't. It stayed exactly the same. Okay, but that is the end of season number 3. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you back for season number 4.